In the bustling and ever-dramatic town of Salem, tension is brewing in the DiMera mansion like never before. Fans of the long-running daytime drama are gearing up for an unforgettable 2 weeks packed with twists, turns, and high-stakes showdowns. At the center of it all is a perilous scheme that threatens to change the lives of a beloved private investigator, his determined fiancé, and the scheming DiMera heir who holds the key to someone's freedom. As wedding bells loom, captivity and deception intensify, setting the stage for a showdown Salem residents will be talking about for years to come. Rafe's mysterious disappearance for days on end, one of Salem's most dependable figures, a private investigator and former cop, has gone completely Mia. Friends and family are puzzled, leaving everyone wondering why he would suddenly vanish without so much as a phone call or text. Little do they know that the missing man is being held captive deep in the basement of the opulent DiMera mansion. This strange turn of events began when the investigator started digging into suspicious activities tied to certain DiMera dealings. Determined to uncover the truth, he found himself one step too close to a dangerous secret. Before he knew it, he was taken by surprise, stripped of his freedom, and locked away. Now, the real question is who orchestrated this bold kidnapping and why? EJ's sinister plan, notorious for power plays and manipulative schemes, the DiMera heir remains tight-lipped about the investigator's captivity. Despite being well aware of how high the stakes have become, he continues to hold the detainee in a makeshift prison. And as each day passes, the captive situation grows bleaker. What could possibly motivate someone to keep a man under lock and key for so long? Rumor has it that the DiMera heir is worried about an impending visitor from Argentina who could blow this secret wide open. If a certain doppelganger, an individual who looks exactly like the private investigator, takes center stage, there may be dire consequences for everyone involved. Allegations of kidnapping, impersonation, and conspiracy might pile up if the truth sees the light of day. Yet, there's another angle fueling the heir's determination. He's set his sights on reclaiming the prestigious district attorney seat. This, paired with a desire to manipulate who holds the top cop job in Salem, suggests there's more at play than meets the eye. If things go his way, the investigator's look-alike will step seamlessly into the role of chief law enforcer. But where does that leave the real man behind bars? A race against time, and a wedding. All this intrigue would be enough to keep anyone on the edge of their seat, but there's a romantic countdown that raises the stakes even higher. The captive has a wedding to attend, his own. He is set to marry his fiancée, a determined and capable sheriff currently holding Salem's highest law enforcement office. Their wedding date is right around the corner, specifically timed to coincide with his birthday in late January. Missing this momentous occasion could mean losing the love of his life forever. Of course, no Salem wedding is ever free of drama. From last-minute reveals to surprise intruders, it seems that every time someone in this town attempts to exchange vows, chaos ensues. Will history repeat itself at this wedding, or will it be the rare union that goes off without a hitch? The presence of a doppelganger suggests the potential for maximum turmoil. Could the imposter stand in at the ceremony and successfully dupe the bride into saying, "I do," to the wrong man? Time is short, and the real groom-to-be knows it. Trapped in the basement, he must gather every ounce of courage and determination to break free. He needs to stop the wedding if he wants to prevent the ultimate betrayal, his fiancée unknowingly marrying someone else. But how does one escape a locked cellar, especially in a mansion teeming with guards and secrets? Fans know that ingenuity and grit are key ingredients in every soap opera jailbreak, so it's only a matter of time before he hatches a plan. Will the real Rafe please stand up? If there's one thing longtime viewers know, it's that look-alikes in Salem rarely succeed for long. Imposters can cause short-term chaos, but eventually, they slip up. Whether it's through a chance encounter, a small detail that doesn't match the original, or a slip of the tongue, these masquerades have a way of unraveling at the worst possible moment. Yet, in this case, the doppelganger seems astonishingly adept at mimicking every facet of his victim's personality. He's studied the man's mannerisms, language, and even his relationships, preparing to fool Salemites who never dreamed that their trusted friend could be a fraud. That includes a fiancé who might be too overwhelmed with wedding jitters to notice anything off. Still, there's a possibility that close friends and family will sense that something isn't quite right. After all, Salem residents are no strangers to look-alikes and bizarre twists of fate. Familiar faces in town might pick up subtle clues, like a changed tone of voice, unusual preferences, or uncharacteristic decisions. If they realize what's happening, they could be the key to freeing the real groom from his basement prison before it's too late. High drama in Salem between now and the big day. There's no shortage of excitement. As the clock ticks closer to the wedding, rumors swirl that the captive will wage a desperate fight for freedom. He's been a lawman, he's been a private investigator, and he won't just lie down and watch an imposter usurp his life and fiancé. But his enemies have plans of their own, plans that hinge on his staying locked away until they see fit to release him, if they release him at all. Many longtime viewers find themselves reminiscing about classic episodes where a shocking revelation bursts forth mere moments before the bride or groom says, "I do." Could that be the fate awaiting these two? Wedding guests might be left gasping if the double bursts into the church, with each man pointing a finger at the other, both claiming to be the real deal. The bride could be faced with a heart-stopping decision. Which one is her true love? Tune in for the climax. The official word is that this storyline will unfold in breathtaking fashion from late January through early February. Each new day of captivity adds to the captive's resolve. Meanwhile, the doppelganger grows more emboldened. The DiMera conspirator keeps a watchful eye, determined to restore lost power and prestige. But as the wedding day draws nearer, tensions in Salem reach a fever pitch. Will the real groom break free of his dungeon-like prison to rush into the ceremony at the 11th hour and reveal the nefarious plan? Or will his imposter steal both the wedding and the position of top cop, ensuring the captive never sees the light of day? Viewers can only speculate, but one thing is for sure, the next 2 weeks promise classic soap opera suspense. If you're a fan of action, romance, and the timeless excitement that comes with double identities, you won't want to miss a moment of this compelling saga. In Salem, anything is possible, especially when it comes to weddings, secrets, and the DiMera family's far-reaching influence. Keep your eyes glued to the screen as the clock ticks down to the big day. You'll see love challenged by deception, a heroic fight for freedom, and a wedding that could either bring genuine happiness or shatter hearts forever. Will the rightful groom reclaim his life and walk down the aisle with the love of his life? Or does an unthinkable catastrophe lurk right around the corner? Tune in to find out who will triumph, the captive determined to reclaim his freedom, or the cunning doppelganger poised to seize everything he's ever worked for. This is one Salem storyline you absolutely do not want to miss. After all, in this town, true love and justice can prevail, but not without a heavy dose of drama, suspense, and a twist nobody saw coming.